And welcome to Tennis Channel Live from our brand new studios in Los Angeles. Steve Weissman back alongside the Hall of Famers, Lindsay Davenport, Jim Courier. That last thing in the tease, Lindsay, that was a TikTok. That's your resolution challenge for the year.
That's going to be Andy and I, right?
That's right.
In a week or a month or something.
$850.
I'll be on TikTok.
LD on the TikTok.
Just work on the dance moves, you're all set.
Those come so naturally. No problem.
How about the WTA put out the calendar through Wimbledon today?
Yeah, it was great to see. We saw a peek of the men's calendar for the first 3 months last week. Today, the WTA releasing their hopeful schedule through Wimbledon. We'll see. We've got a good sense of the tournaments through Miami. Then we'll see what happens all over the world.
I mean, it's fascinating, right? I mean, it's a thick schedule. A lot of playing opportunities after, the fall last year. It was basically vacant for them, sadly. Really curious as we go through the year. Will Asia come back online? There's so much importance with China, how many events that they put on for the WTA. That's a big piece of their schedule. Hopefully by then, things will come back online and we'll be back full.
Guess what? We're starting tonight. A lot to get to on the show today. Take a look at this. The WTA season begins tonight. Main draw play from Abu Dhabi. 4 top 10 players in the field. Our experts talk expectations for more of the game's big names, and we will be joined by American Tommy Paul. Find out his big goal for the new year. Well, it is time to say hello to the third Hall of Famer on our team today. That is none other than Andy Roddick over there on the big wall. Good to see you once again, Andy. What were your feelings like the day before, the morning before the season was about to start?
I was always excited. You could kind of convince yourself that this was always going to be the year. And I took a lot of pride in kind of being prepared for the year. I was very good at kind of off-seasoning, getting ready for those first 3 months. I always kind of broke the year down into certain segments. So I really needed to make sure my body was okay for Australia through Indian Wells, Miami. I know everyone gets to Australia seeing what kind of shape everyone else is in, what kind of form is there. I know it's a little bit different this year, but I would kind of view the extreme measures, the quarantine. Listen, this is an attitude check. If I can kind of get there, have a better attitude than everyone else when we get down there, there could be opportunity knocking.
Well, Stevie Johnson's going to arrive in Australia with a new title, that of father. Stevie Johnson, his wife, Kendall, congratulations. Welcomed their first child right before the new year, December 31st, a daughter named Emma, Jim.
Yeah, fantastic. Mom also a USC Trojan. She played volleyball, Kendall, so welcoming a new Trojan to the world. John Isner, Jack Sock, Donald Young, the ATP Tour, and Madison Keys all sending support online. Stevie is excited. Messaged with him yesterday. He's optimistic about the year, making sure they're all set. He's looking forward to going down, assuming that they're feeling good and comfortable and all that. He'll get on the plane and head down next week.
Pretty awesome new addition to the tennis community. Also, congratulations to our colleague Ari Wolf. Ari and his fiancée Gada had welcomed their second child yesterday into the world. So
wonderful.
Jordan, Jake, JJ, welcome as well.
Some good news these days.
Absolutely. All right, first big topic of the day, obviously the WTA. It is starting tonight. It's Abu Dhabi. It's a 500 level event. They now have 500, 1,000 level events on the WTA, and an incredible field, Lindsay.
Yeah, it really is. And Jim referenced there weren't a lot of playing opportunities for the women last year, and especially after the French Open. So we're starting big to start the year off. 4 of the top 10 are in Abu Dhabi, Steve. Also, Coco Gauff is floating around in the draw. Projected quarterfinals, a potential rematch of last year's Australian Open final in the quarters with Kenin and Muguruza playing. Svitolina also, she was one of those players that didn't love the way she performed in 2020. She is looking to make an impact this season.
Yeah, we got Pliskova, Vondrousova. That's a tasty-looking quarterfinal. Who's Sabalenka got there? Who's her quarterfinal matchup, LD? I struggle with the pronunciation.
Do this. We disagree. Rybakina.
Rybakina. That's
okay.
Okay.
Andy, you're going to be the final say on this.
Yeah, you got a view on this?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Rybakina.
Yeah.
I've thought. I'm glad you guys asked. I've thought about it a lot, and it's Rybakina.
Ganging up on you, Lindsay.
Well, one of the best parts of 2020 was the WTA putting the players' names online.
And that still didn't help
and
us.
It's still
she said it 2 different ways. Anyway.
Not for Elena. All right, so here's our order of play for tonight, right here, live on Tennis Channel, 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific. Lindsay, what's the match you're most looking forward to?
It's just amazing, these matchups in the very first round. How about Kasatkina and Wang Chong to start off play in Abu Dhabi? Donna Vekic and the American Bernarda Pera. There is a lot of quality matches that is going to kick us off tonight.
Yeah, Sakkari going up against Potapova. There is a lot to like. It's great to get started again with the tournament with this much thickness in the draw. Good test for everyone to see where they stand before they jump on the plane and go into quarantine. Good chance to get some points on the board for these ladies.
And of course, everyone in Abu Dhabi wants to know how they're getting to Australia. Well, we got an update on that today from the tournament director, Craig Tiley. He put out a bunch of tweets, and one of them said, hey, we're finalizing things right now. There have been some unavoidable delays, and I'd like to take the opportunity to let you all know what's happening. Well, here is what's happening. There will be as many as 18 different planes coming from 6 different cities with just 20% capacity. So good safety, Jim.
Yeah, no, they're trying to keep players and their teams isolated. So if there is an incident on the plane where someone does test positive upon arrival, keep in mind everyone has to test negative prior to getting onto these planes. But let's say that you're in one cabin and someone near you tests positive, you're now stuck isolating. You no longer can have that 5 hours per day to get out and train. So they're trying to keep it very sparse and limit those decisions. And from what I hear, Novak Djokovic was pretty critical in those discussions, pointing out the risk that they would have on those planes and trying to make sure they were making it as safe as possible. With that, Tennis Australia is spending a lot more money to make sure that they're trying to keep the players safe. So we got to keep in mind safety comes first for the Australians, for the players, and that's coming at a great financial cost to Tennis Australia.
Yeah, it's nice to see that Novak's done a bit of a 180 on his opinions as far as safety protocols with these things. But, a huge applause to Craig Tiley and the Australian Open. All you want as a player is to get down there, get ready for the event, know that every single thing has been done to keep everyone as safe as possible. You try to make it as fair as possible. You hope the flight time someone will get there, won't get there 3 days after someone else and start quarantine later. Listen, but the fact of the matter is, everyone's going to get there. We hope everyone's going to be safe. There is going to be an Australian summer of tennis. So props to Craig Tiley, props to Tennis Australia, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, love the transparency there from Tiley, updating everyone, not just the players, but now we know what's going on. And it's been a monumental task. Like Andy said, Craig Tiley and his team are getting it done.